did it.
We're back. We're back. We're here.
Definitely Final Fantasy today. What's up, Percival? This is the birthday stream. Welcome.
I don't know how long this is gonna stay for because it kind of digs into my bald head. I don't have hair.
Well, you can't see it anyway on the the little screen, so it'll be all right.
The itch?
Yeah.
How long do you get it before you start itching? I think it really only was itching when it was like this long.
When it was short.
Yeah. Now it only itches if I'm like tucking it under my shirt or something.
Did you show off your button?
Do have a button right here.
His button says, "It's my birthday."
I can't zoom in.
I was going to get you to go to the office and
show off my button.
See what everybody says about your birthday here.
The other thing I got for my birthday.
Do you want me to get it for you?
I got it. This
Oh, yeah.
wireless keyboard. Wow.
I'm not going to lie. Teavy definitely got that for himself. And then
Keyboard.
I just kind of wrapped it up for him.
I'd forgotten I got it. All right, let's look at this. Final Fantasy. I got us a different infographic. Check it. It's a little bit more detailed than the other one, but it's by the same guy.
Oh, and he did Job Quest too. Look at how
this
amazing
this is made by Cyberfunk 3.
Dude, this is amazing.
He only has it up to 6.3. I think 6.55 just came out, so I feel like it takes a while to make an infographic like this.
Oh,
so.
for sure. And look how incredibly detailed
Look
this
at
is.
how tiny that.
It's gorgeous.
So these are all the job quests.
Good Lord.
You ready?
Let's do it.
You got your controller? You got your controller?
I have my controller. My mom's texting me.
Oh, okay.
No, we're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
I gotta meet you there. You're with Catboy.
Okay. Oh, greetings, Seavy. I won't do British today.
I don't
It's
think
okay.
she's British. I think they're all British, actually.
Come to look in on our friends. Rest assured, everyone is quite well. I've been keeping a close eye on them and have satisfied myself that they are all in fine health. As a matter of fact, they're just about to convene in Dawn's Respite to discuss how best to use their pent-up energy. Let's join them, shall we?
Dun, 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 dun.
Are you excited for birthday stream?
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Well, my friends, now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Got it.
My controller has been confiscated.
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I've a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows.
There we go.
In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission. Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well.
Hey!
Welcome back, everyone!
We haven't seen her in a while.
Oh my god.
She's alive.
Where has she been?
Not in the other world.
Where have you been, Lise?
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
It's been so long.
Who knew?
The famous Lise Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
Duh.
As if she's not there.
I don't believe we've met.
Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
I am
Rahatir,
Catboy.
at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Comrade.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report, but I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it.
Well, let me
Lots
tell you what
happened.
happened.
A lot has happened.
Let me tell you. So let me explain it, okay? Why don't we just give her the echo so she just knows what happened?
Right.
Well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Correct.
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
It's not true.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength. Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak, and it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
I have a question.
Okay.
What was there before Zodiac?
Nothing. It was just the tall hooded people, and they were just messing around. They're like, why don't you use your magic to create this?
That's right. Okay.
And then they would just create things out of nowhere. And then something happened, which the chat has alluded to, will be explained to us later, that started attacking the planet, the star, and that the only way to prevent it from happening was to create a council of 14 to then summon something like Zodiac, and then they stopped it. So they stopped the calamity from happening.
But they summoned Zodiac.
Correct, to protect themselves.
Where did Zodiac?
They manifested him, like straight up, like how the other primals have been coming about. They just like thought real hard, and Zodiac came to be.
I'd like to manifest some.
And then half of the hooded guys did not agree with who Zodiac was, so they created the other half to take care of Zodiac, which was Hydaelyn. And Hydaelyn punched Zodiac into 13 pieces, or 14. That's why there's different worlds.
Horcruxes.
Yeah.
Hydaelyn is Horcruxed.
Yeah, well, I guess they're not Horcruxes. It's more of Zodiac that got Horcruxed. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why the Ascians are trying to rejoin them all into the source so that there's one single Zodiac. They're making him whole again. That's what they're talking
Why
about.
do we need to make him whole again, though?
Because the source is their original, so they're trying to get their planet back instead of having 14.
14 stars.
Yeah.
But Zodiac, in and of himself, is a primal.
Correct.
So if we put all the pieces back together,
He exists again.
are we not just making a giant primal again?
Correct. That's why Hydaelyn was trying to stop it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Like that was the purpose of Hydaelyn, is to prevent Zodiac from existing.
Right. But if we're trying to put Zodiac back together,
We're not. The Ascians are.
well, if the Ascians are trying to put the Zodiac back together, what are we doing?
We're trying to prevent them from doing that. That is the whole thing we're trying to do.
That's like it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I feel like they should say that.
I think they did. Quite a lot, actually.
Maybe it just didn't make sense to me for a while.
Okay. Yeah, they say it over and over again. They said it again this time. Because they're giving Lisa a recap.
The rundown. They're giving me the rundown too.
We're currently Lisa again here.
Love it.
You see? Zodiac, Hydaelyn.
But tell us, Lise, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
Yes.
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough?
Yes.
All right, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire. So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne.
Emperor Varys was...
Zeno's dad.
Oh.
Long-haired dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they both have long hair, but he's the big shoulder pads guy. And Gaius and Estinian went into the throne room and was like, hey, man, yo, what you doing? You got to stop this Black Rose thing. And he was like, no, y'all are dicks. And then, out of nowhere, this masked guy was like, hey, there's a guy behind you that has my body. And then the guy... the supposed Zeno was like, who are you? And then they fought and Zeno got his body back.
Right.
And then when Zeno got his body back, he killed his dad.
Right. Good
and
recap.
now everyone thinks that Gaius killed his dad.
Right.
No, not Gaius's dad, but Zeno's dad, which
Yeah.
is Varys. And that's the assassination they're talking.
Right. That was a really good rundown.
Okay. We don't know who this Nerva is. Well, I
The
don't.
trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it. And it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble. The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action. And we were hoping you'd come along.
Up they.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald, and we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To look into.
Do tell us, sister.
Oh, forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the tempered.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you use to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
Like the little kobold.
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alizé, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
I'll do my best.
Dang.
I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
Stuffy mating. Do you like stuffy meetings?
What meeting? Lead on.
My new haircut.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too, if you don't mind.
He is so
that
eager.
is.
Oh, hey. What's going on, Nintendo?
Mine. I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
No. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
Right.
Well, yeah.
He's totally fanboying us.
He's super fanboying. And they all know it, too. That's why they pick
We shall be on our way then.
Totally.
Godspeed.
Golden Retriever. Hype man.
There you go. Solar privileges. Return.
Thanks.
Oh. Wait, no.
TV takes my controller because I don't know how to
Time things properly.
time the cutscenes with him properly.
It ruins the cuts.
It ruins his
I can't do my cuts properly.
His
And my
fade outs.
fades. My cross fades.
Yeah. All right, Alice. When I set out to save Halric, I think Gabu was always at the back of my mind. And having proved that the light corrupted are not lost, I'm convinced that the same must be true of the tempered. Similar to those corrupted by the Sin Eaters, the ether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same.
It is by no means an unreasonable hypothesis, Alizé, and it warrants full investigation.
If there's even a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try. But however much I'd like to race over to Limsa and set to work, there's no room for recklessness, not when a child's life is at stake. As I'm sure Becklug would remind us, we still know little and less about the soul. Any number of things could go wrong if we don't exercise due caution. And so before attempting anything, we should learn all we possibly can about tempering. There's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since ground to a halt, and the combined work of the many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge.
Not of the modern scholars, perhaps, but what of the ancient counterparts? I know the Allagans took a more than pressing interest in the subject, and if what we seek is to be found anywhere, it would surely be at the Etherochemical Research Facility.
ARF, bruh.
For sure. We've been there.
Where they experimented on primals and their worshippers, yeah? Good thinking. Never actually been there myself, but I did read the reports on Asisla, which means we'll be needing an airship. An airship, you say? Meet me at the northern bank of Seavyteavy Lake. Got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepared to travel.
Okay, I have to take... Hello, lovies! Lovely. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take this off.
Are you...
It's
let's
cutting into my ear. It's very difficult
You got it?
removing it when you have a
Beard.
beard. It's not as simple as one would like. Whoa. AI, find me. Why didn't you just teleport out?
I don't know. I thought this would be simpler.
We were talking earlier. I was a very rare unicorn as I was bald. I was a bald unicorn.
Seriously, the decorations came out of the package just like that.
I was like, what's wrong with it? Why?
I had no idea what happened in that factory. Man, you are a graceful unicorn, aren't
I
you?
am. I'm a very graceful
A
unicorn.
bald, graceful unicorn. I give you the Bonanza, the Scion's very own airship.
Wow.
I built her as a company project with help from our friends at the Rising Stones and named her for luck and prosperity. Tataru, this is amazing.
Our garments were impressive enough, but to build an entire airship, I see the annals did not exaggerate the many talents of the Scion's fabled coin keeper. No, it was not flipped. That is how, like, that's what I told her. I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Just put it on and we'll flip the camera and it'll be just fine. It was not. It was not how it worked because the letters were correct in their orientation. It's their entire placement was not. So even if we were to flip it, it would have looked weird.
Yeah, it would have been backward. it wasn't right.
It's horrible. Like, it was put on there one by one.
Like legit.
There's no other way.
Each one was put on there in the wrong order.
Is fantastic. And it wasn't just, it'd be funny if it was just, oh, okay, it's just the one, but there were two packages and they were both like that.
Somebody was having fun.
Yeah. Maybe they thought no one would notice. All right.
What is it? Yippee Yad Trib?
Yeah. Yeah, trib.
Yad Trib. Yeah, Yippee Yad Trib. So good. I hired this capable fellow here instead.
Was it?
You didn't? Did you read them?
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
You were laughing.
I'd also introduced myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite as planned, quite as well as I'd hoped. That's all right, because we've hired this capable fellow here instead. The Bonanza is equipped with a full complement of mana cutters, by the way. Feel free to use them to get around Oz's Law. But enough talk, it's time to fly. All aboard.
But we have like etherites and teleportation.
Come on, you don't want to take any ship. The airship. Airship is great. This is huge. Oh, wait. Oh, this isn't the airship. We're already there.
Yeah, the airship is on the right side there.
Oh, there it is. Tiny. Sid would be jealous of the way that airship flies. Tataru has outdone herself. Anyway, here we are on Oz's Law, and Alfino's report did not do the scale of this place justice.
I mean, if you were here with us, then you would know. Everyone else was here. This appears to be Helix, which means we stand in the Alpha Quadrant. To the east lies the Beta Quadrant, and yes, I believe I have my bearings. Though this is my first time on Azizla, I do have some familiarity with the place thanks to the records in the Crystal Tower. Unless I am mistaken, this path leads to an aetheryte, beyond which there will be an information terminal. I suggest we begin our search there.
Oh.
Come on, what are you doing? What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? I don't know. Something amazing, I guess.
What is that from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You're falling behind. And here is the terminal. A moment while I search the archives for references to tampering.
I'm gonna take mine off too.
Right, it hurts, right? Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption. An overview. That sounds promising. Indeed. Let us see what this report has to say. Confound it. The content appeared to have been deleted.
What? No! Isn't there something you can do?
Not from here, I'm afraid. But it may be that another copy of the report exists elsewhere. The question is where to look.
It says here the report was written by someone named Owen. Is it likely that he kept a copy?
How ordinary of a name. It's just Owen. I would say it is a distinct possibility. Assuming he has research here, he was a researcher here, he will have had quarters on the hemisphere. We can ascertain the details of the hemisphere control. Let us return to the Bonanza and avail ourselves of the manhunters. We will need them to reach our destination.
Let's do it. I forgot. You already have a suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship then. We'll see you at the hemisphere.
If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, this node will be able to tell us its number. There, from what I recall of the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity of...
Learning an evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry to the hemisphere is not permitted at this time.
Foiled again! In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the 4th Umbral Calamity, and I doubt it'll be lifted in the near future.
Bzz. Energy level critical. Returning to base for recharging. Well, surely there must be some other way to gain access. Force, for example?
Ere we resort to that, I have an idea. Were we to send a surge of energy through yonder control mechanism, it should prompt the system to restart releasing the locks. As for a suitable energy source, a concentrated lightning shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall that they are known to form at points of stagnant ether throughout the continent.
You seem to recall. Are you honestly telling me that was in the records too?
He had a lot of time to read. I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned that lightning aspect of ether was prone to pooling in the continent, resulting in surges that interfered with equipment. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there was no such thing as too much elegant knowledge. Besides, my studies helped me to feel connected to the source, to home. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with the two of you, just more exhilarating than I can well express. Now then, the lightning shard, if I may. I suggest we split up and search the Beta Quadrant. Oh, but beware of sprites. They are wont to manifest where the ether is stagnant.
Now you're just showing off. Which makes me think we should make a contest of this. First to return here with the shard wins. What do you say?
Very well. It would be my honor to come third. What a...
Way to give up so soon.
That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of the prize slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the lightning shard is yours. Do you This is the first time we encountered Gra was doing quests, and and we took care of it before he got there, and he was a disembodied voice.
Oh.
So he's doing the same thing.
Very funny. Now let's get back to work.
Forgive me, the scene so reminded me of our first meeting. I couldn't resist. Well, the contest continues, so you had better hurry back. But one last thing. Thank you, Teavy, for bringing me here. Did you want to ride in my blimp? It took me a long time to get this blimp. You might as well ride in it with me. I'm gonna obscure your camera with it because it's so massive.
Yeah, it is.
It disappeared. It appears Alizé had no luck, so victory is yours. Congratulations. Now, may I have the shard? Victory is always ours, Gra.
What is it that makes you so much better at finding things? What do you have that I don't?
The echo. Or a map that tells me where to go.
That's fair.
That is a question I too have asked myself on numerous occasions. I suspect we could both learn a great deal from Teavy, and not only about the secrets of adventuring, but come, we should attend to our mission. It's a good feeling when you get it. It's very nice. It's better than having to pay for a mount. Excellent. The system responded exactly as intended. Now we have access to the Habisphere. Only one obstacle remains, the security systems within. Should they be triggered, they could make life rather difficult for us. In light of which, pray leave the rest to me. If I am right, my royal blood should allow me to venture in unmolested.
Assuming this place works like the Crystal Tower, yeah. But if it doesn't, you'll be on your own. I want you to promise us that you'll get out at the first sign of trouble.
I promise. Wish me luck.
Okie dokie.
Well, no.
Nothing for it but to sit tight.
Maybe we can start a fire and sit around the fire again, because that was nice.
IRL?
No, in the game.
Oh.
It's too cold outside.
Well, I mean, that's the point of the fire.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure this Owen fellow was very learned, but iconic corruption and overview sounds like a studium thesis. We all had to write one. Lest you wonder, mine was about the combat applications of ether. I'm nothing if not practical. Alphino's was more philosophical, of course. Political, dare I say it. He chose to write a lengthy discourse on our nation's duty to the world. Controversial subject, to say the least. He asserted that Charlene's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star, in direct opposition to the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leading member of the Forum, our father was not happy. At the time, of course, Alphino was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death with anyone who saw things differently. By which I mean the rows were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded, but deep down he still holds fast to that one belief, and I admire him for it.
I should have liked to meet the young Alphino. For what it's worth, my thesis concerned the Allegan civilization as depicted in folklore.
Oh, you're back. I didn't know you attended the studio.
I didn't. A thesis was required to earn my Arcan's mark. My peers at the Students of Baldesian convinced me to write one with the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. Though I considered it no more than means to an end at the time. I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged.
Good gods, an Arcan's thesis. I shudder to imagine the work involved. But enough about that. Is this the fruit of your foray?
Yes, Owen's archive note. It was waiting for me in his chamber. If a copy of his report still survives, it would be stored in this device. Shall we find out?
In this C3PO?
Yeah.
Or this
It's more
R2D2?
B8. Was it B8? BB8?
Yeah. Initializing. Scanning for registered user. User not found. To proceed as guest, please complete biometric authentication. Verifying. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I am at your most humble service, Your Highness.
It never ceases to amuse me. 'Tis but a pity the effect will not last forever. Dogai and Une said as much when they granted me this gift, but until such time as it fades, I shall use it gratefully. Search archive for iconic corruption.
Bloop. Searching. Bloop. One item found. Iconic corruption. An overview. The report is locked by the author. Please state password. Go on then, Your Highness. Tell the nice node the password.
Right. Let's see. Glory be to Allah. Wrong password.
Bloop.
Long live Emperor Zande.
Bloop, bloop. Password incorrect. Please try again.
Confound it.
Come now. Passwords are invariably short and simple. For instance... Password. The notion that the password could be something so inane would be laughable were it not dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaiden. What did that thing just call me?
Courage.
Wild Rose. Bloop bloop. Password incorrect. Again, be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. All right, that's it. I say we dismantle it and manually extract what we need.
Now, let's not be too hasty. A single misstep and we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax Machina into cooperating, it is them. Come, let us bear the node back to the Rising Stones. Bam! Wonderful news, Teavy. Tataro contacted Sid on our behalf and he is on his way here even as we speak. While we wait, I should very much like to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Kryle? Oh.
As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Garlemald. According to intelligence from our Doman allies, the War of Succession rages on and the Empire remains without a leader. Amidst the chaos, the Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently of the motherland. Of greatest concern to us is the...
That's a third.
Is the third.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Illard.
It was either Illard or Eared or Lord.
Anyway, of greatest concern to us is the third, a legion aligned with Lord Nerva. It appears they have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus.
House Brutus? We know someone from there.
Brutus? Aren't they the ones who took in Yotsuyu and Asahi?
Yeah,
This bodes well.
The guy's a
Xenos' movements, meanwhile, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Urianger will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Until such time as they do, the Allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere in the conflict. And so, thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Gimlet, they've decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions amongst the beast tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order ahead of a decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever their intent, this is not a problem easily solved. The Lemenzins, in particular, struggle in their efforts, and Alfino and Y'shtola have been called upon to aid them. So long as we're dealing with the Tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering, then anything is possible.
Which is why we must succeed.
We must.
We absolutely must.
And on that cheery note, why not make yourselves comfortable in Dawn's respite? I'll show Sid in as soon as he arrives.
The respite. Let's go in there. This new place inside the Rising Stones. There's just a door that's been there this entire time that we never walked into.
Whole time. Has it been the whole time though?
Yeah, it's just been here. But it wasn't glowing. We couldn't get into it. Waiting for Sid. Well, that's because Sid is dealing with the weapons right now. Hello, old friend. Sid!
OMG!
Hello, little tiny cat man. Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we've had our hands full. In our defense, you are up rather early. I was under the impression you'd be slumbering a while longer. Oh, I would have been had you not fulfilled your promise. Ha! I still struggle with that idea. From where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as they ever did.
Unfathomable. You need a TARDIS for that kind of shit.
Yeah. But if an alternate version of myself has already laid them bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavors. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something. What is it? Well, a treatment for tempering. And for the next step, you need to find the password to this Allegan's report. Just so, with nary a clue to guide us, we could be here forever and still not guess correctly, and thus we turn to you. Well, I'd love to say that we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone from Rambros. It contains an elegant dictionary.
Tombstone?
Tombstone. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. It thinks like a
microwave.
Looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. The password is freedom. Oh.
Short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness?
I would, milady. Ball. The password is freedom. Note. Open the report entitled Iconic Corruption. An overview. Password freedom! With an exclamation mark, lower F.
Password accepted. Bloop. Opening report.
Who's this?
All right.
This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism by which icons corrupt and bind men to their will. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of the ether of soul, sync. Said ether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. But when a subject is exposed to the ether of an icon, this changes, their soul taking on the properties of the entity in question. By way of an example, exposure to the ether of the fiend Sephiroth would cause a subject's ether to become aligned with the earth, the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. Whoa!
Well then.
The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally charged or stagnant during the process. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I are set to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavor in which we were successful, albeit at a great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women, all fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death.
Summarily?
Summarily. Is it summarily?
Summarily.
Summarily.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
You said summarily.
Summarily. It's the same, isn't it?
Let's just agree to disagree on that one.
I subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Amon.
You said subsequent. This is hilarious. You're fun.
Though I knew it'd be fruitless, I protested the decision, and for my impertinence, I have been stripped of rank and title, and will shortly be expelled from this facility. That sucks. How unfortunate. That's not a shelf. This is not a shelf. What if you accidentally press the power button?
The power button's not there.
It is.
Where is it?
It's there on the side.
Oh, I don't go anywhere near that.
In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from archives. Nonetheless, I recorded it in the hope that one day someone will undertake to do that which I could not and find a cure for the victims of iconic corruption and recording. But he didn't tell us how he did it. So not even the Elegants were able to find a cure, or rather were not given the chance to do so. One cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Amon's decision.
More importantly, this confirms that stagnation of the soul is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that.
True. Yet, were we simply to reanimate a tempered soul, I fear it would do not to diminish the individual's fanatical health. Indeed, it may well intensify it. Faith. Fanatical faith. It's like that didn't make sense.
What is your reading today? This is great.
No. We would somehow need to suppress the primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them ever remaining its thrall.
So there's no point in reviving their souls unless we can also restore their sense of self?
What a long question. All right. If we could only make them remember who they were. But of course, memory transference. The process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, separating them into manageable bundles, if you will. Are you laughing at my word of compartmentalizing?
Compartmentalizing.
By adapting the technique, it may be possible to achieve selective reanimation. That is, limit. Oh, that's me. I was like, why are you making loud noises with your controller?
It's definitely you.
Limit the effects to only those memories that existed prior to tempering. Through thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the increments of false faith, which the inciting, that's not increments. We could theoretically drown out the incitements of false faith, which had come to dominate the individual's thoughts.
Are you tired today?
I am. I see.
I see. The theory seems sound. In our experience, treating the light corrupted would help us to identify suitable memories for reanimation. But are you confident you can adapt memory transference as required? I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home culminated in literal bloodletting.
They did. You're right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism. And I concede that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not provide the basis for a cure.
Then perhaps it's better that we consider another approach.
Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have reason to be confident. You see, nodes such as this were built with the ability to simulate magics, which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of the transference technique. If so, we could be able to conduct years worth of tests within the space of a few days. True that. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password. But it'll take more calculating power. A lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tell me, Sid, why do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course. Why else? And whose eyes would be prying? Wait, a password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure and a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted his report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective. I believe their motto was freedom through technology or some such. You two, round up as many Magitech terminals as you can find and bring them to the workshop. For the way, Chief.
Is that what Wedge sounds like?
That's exactly what Wedge sounds like. Things are about to get very busy. Lucky we have you to help, huh? Right. While Grahatia and I configure the terminals, I want the rest of you to procure supplies. Namely, ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have of both, the better.
Leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventurers and go on a gathering spree.
In that case, I'll trust Teavy and Alizé with the ceruleum. Here's a promissory note for each of you. Take them to Sky Steel Manufactory in Ishgard and the ceruleum processing plant in Thanalan. The people there will give you what we need.
Yours is a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe. If it's all the same to you, I'll head to Thanalan.
From Lot. You stand in the Sky Steel Manufactory. What is it you require? So you are after ceruleum. In that case, please present the note to our engineer at the airship landing. He shall be glad to assist you.
Was that not the door?
No. I was like, where is this door? Okay.
Dang.
So many doors in this game. Ceruleum. You've come to the right man. Fair warning though, the price has shot up on account of the uncertainty with the Empire. So I hope you got the coin. Yeah, we got the coin. Got the whole coin.
All of the coin.
Well now, a promissory note from the Ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem. It's as good as gold to me. It is almost dungeon time. I think. Right? Let's see. Oh! What is that? Oh, it's the feather people. Hello, old friend.
After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
You as well,
As you may have
Sir
heard,
Turmeric.
The Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem. To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course. Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find.
Quite right.
I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day? A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of blood. Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it.
Nifty.
In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
See you later, Sir Turmeric. It's good to see you.
Okay, bye.
So long. Farewell to you, my friend.
Goodbye.
Hey, we can't finish the song. It might be a DMCA.
Is that right?
Maybe.
Never know.
Who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much?
It's fair.
They're crystals.
Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose.
They're rocks.
I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more now that I look at it.
Did the VA for Sid change?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Lord Emmerich, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
He sounds different.
He does.
We have also
We just
succeeded
haven't
in
heard him
configuring
talk
the
in a long
tunnels,
time, too.
Thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
Uh-oh. Our new friend, old friend, Nero von Schmerschmerskela.
It's been a while, hero. You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering. But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise, and so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
Nero's the best.
For all the effort it took to track you down after your latest disappearing act, you could find the cure for death, and it wouldn't be worth the trouble.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time. Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
This dude.
He's fantastic.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Whatever you say, Garland.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin.
That's different. Why are they saying different things? Oh no, we're out of sync.
All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up?
That's never a good
may take a
idea.
while.
Every time we do that, you know, people die.
I keep thinking these are snakes on the floor
Where? Oh.
in the room.
Uh-oh. I told y'all. That's why you never do it.
Damn it. It's overloading.
Uh-oh.
Chief! She won't last much longer! We'll have to shut it down.
No!
Uh-oh.
Once. Oh.
Let it blow.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
We don't need your attitude right now, Nero.
There!
Did you see it?
No.
Good thing I have
I
photographic
was able to
memory.
memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
Got like photographic memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
See? That's what he sounds like. It's just as well. She'll never run again.
Oh my gosh.
I got it right.
Pittance to pay.
Thank you.
Gra essentially just like
we've done
tipped
what
the
we
coffee
can.
over the computer.
The
and
rest
just-
is up to you.
Yeah.
Mole. You have a mole on your face. Da-da-da.
I do?
Yeah. But didn't you know you have a mole on your face?
I don't have a mole on my face.
You do. Zoom in on your face.
What? Oh, my character?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I thought you meant on my IRL face.
No.
Who does that?
Yeah, who queues up?
At long last, we have our cure.
In theory, at any rate, we cannot be certain until such time as we put into the proof. But I am quietly confident.
Well, if we're to test it on someone, I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild, as long as you exercise due caution.
Have you not seen the Lego? His name is Lego. Hello, Lego.
Lego!
This is Lego.
It's short for Legolas.
Legolas. Because he looks like an elf.
He does.
So
He's a blonde elf.
back in the day, he used to have his own cam. He used to be Lego Cam.
There used to be a Lego cam that just watched Lego during stream.
Yeah.
We'll probably bring it back at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, now we have a stronger computer. Maybe once we get another camera that I'm working on saving on for this year.
Cool.
We'll have another Lego cam.
Yeah. As long as we exercise due caution, it'll be fine.
It's okay. You can stay there.
Without further ado then, let's make for Limsa. We've kept Gabu waiting long enough. Hey, Bubba.
We like Gabu. He was just trying to save his parents, and then Titan killed them. Oh, let's go save Gabu.
Well, this is the moment of truth. Bring Gabu to us at once.
Hello, Gabu.
Gabu.
Apologies for the wait.
Gabu, have you been good?
Yes, I have. Alazai.
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Oh, nice sunset.
Oh, look at that solar flare.
Solar flare.
Screenshot that.
I gotta screenshot it.
Screenshot that.
I did. I screenshot
You
it.
did? You got it? Oh, it's so good.
Alfred-
That was so nice.
However, and it was cancelled.
Is that a yes? Sounds like a yes.
Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, or for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Quite right.
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Come on out, little flyy piggy.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether, and as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent. With your permission, then, let us begin.
Just here, right in the middle of nowhere. Just gonna do this right here. All right.
Right here.
Just here. Don't mind us, guys. Everybody just don't stand around us.
Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn.
Sounded like Downton Abbey over here.
I think it's because it is. Whoa.
'Tis done.
Wow.
No small amount indeed.
Well, we seek to go where even the Alligans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one.
They keep shooting it with stuff, right?
Poor pig.
I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
Oh, you got new hair.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
And new tattoos.
No, the tattoos are the same.
Oh.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
This hairstyle had better highlights showing.
See. You have cool highlights.
Yeah, I couldn't really see it in the other one. There you go. Well, this seems as good a spot as any to have a rest.
Okay.
Just, we can just sit on the brick or the side of the brick.
I guess everybody else in Limsa does.
That's true. Let's have a conversation, waving our hands all the
The primal problem. Without any hope.
Uh-oh.
Refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled, and her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation.
She does have a good
However
heart.
much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person, a far better scion.
Well, if it's any consolation, she's in awe of your work too.
She said that?
She told you of my graduation feat. How very embarrassing. Nonetheless, it is comforting and not a little surprising to hear that I'm still capable of impressing my sister. On the rare occasions I'm not annoying her, that is.
Uh-oh.
She seemed...
Alize, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
He's smiling.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Gabu is back.
Gabu!
Then why'd she collapse?
She's so tired.
Okay.
She used all of the pig's energy.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan.
Great.
Can I have another, please? That's what he sounds like.
Please, sir.
Please,
Could
sir.
I have some more?
Can I have a pence? A single pence?
But I never forgot
A nickel,
about Mother and
sir.
Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always.
Gabu is the best.
So I tried to focus on their faces, theirs and yours, Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember one thing, then another, and another.
No soup for you.
Your hopes reached Gabu. They helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gabu.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them.
Yes, we can. All of them.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether, and while Alize was able to heal Gabu alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gabu, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying, and her name is Master Matoya. The real one.
She's not even there to hear your snide comments.
I have to go, but the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Thank you, Alize. Thank you. He does sound very Tiny Timish, huh?
Doesn't he? All right, what are we gonna eat? Lemon waffle. Bam. Bless up. OMG, there's two.
Heartling bless us, everyone.
You did not. As she will be at pains to remind me, I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first. But this seems as good a time as any. Come, let's make for her cave.
There are two Master Montoyas. My name is Inigo Montoya.
You killed my
father. Prepared to die. Is that what he says?
Yes. I take it you're ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil? Very well.
Well, if it isn't our waifu.
Nary a word from you all this time. Then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave. As it happens, seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds. And I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar, Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
You can't say that.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
Dang.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
I'm favorite catboy, ma'am.
Yeah.
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I'm proud to call myself a scion.
Yay.
I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you made. I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day.
I would like you to create more of my pig, please.
So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxes with the power to stir the soul.
So easy.
Right.
Give me something harder.
Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures. But if I could get a familiar to create the familiar, a mother porxie, as it were.
A mother pig. I mean, it doesn't have to look like him, right?
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Perpetual birth.
She always sends us to dungeons.
All right, off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your familiars there. Maybe, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to imagine what's become of it. Oh, there's sure to be a handful of feral familiars and mayhap a monster or two. Nothing to trouble the likes of you. You can consider cleaning up the place payment for my help. Fine, we'll do it. Good girl. Now, if there are no other objections, I suggest you run along to the Maker's Quarter. I'll send one of my pirogos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need only tell him who you are. One can't be too careful after all. Off you go.
Off you pop.
Off you pop.
It sounds like someone is sweeping behind me.
Does it?
Do you not hear it?
Somebody is sweeping behind you. See.
Is that a viola or a violin?
That's a cello.
It's a cello.
That was a nice try, though.
I was trying to trick you. I was just tricking you.
Oh, yeah, right, right, of course.
I didn't know if you're paying attention.
Right. It's definitely a cello.
Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress's relic. Pure Rogo is my name, and I am honored to be your guide.
Puro Rogo. What is a Rogo?
Frog. Within you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern wherein the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years and will, I regret, be in some disarray. But rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it that you do not lose your way. Now then, Ribbit, only say the word and I will show you in.
Ribbit.
Matoya's relic.
Frogo. Is our VC on?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we're in there.
Check it.
We in it. All right. Cue us up, boss.
Is it me again? It's
Yeah.
always me, isn't it?
Yeah. This is your world. We're just in it.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Loot rule. Normal.
Is that
Interesting.
normal?
Yeah, that's fine. It's interesting that I don't remember ever seeing that show before.
Little bippity boppity boo music.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it. I'm so excited.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients. Listen well to what the Pirogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Is that a mechanic thing? She warning us of a mechanic?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to read the dialogue at the top.
The clay can be had at the Clayton Cauldron, Ribbit. Proceed to the portal. You gotta click it.
Got it.
Please follow
Nice shield.
me. Was that?
Nice shield.
Oh, thanks. That was
That's
my
the new one.
Yeah. It was my relic that I take away from Shadowbringers. Because I always gotta take something from each expansion.
He got the shield and he was like, all right, I'm done with Shadowbringers.
Yeah. It was the first stage of the relic quest. So I was like, all right, that's the shield I've been waiting for a while. So I was kind of questioning whether I should like finish Baja or not. The story seems interesting.
I think I made it to the second.
Oh,
like I said last time, you're the man now.
Oh. What I have been doing lately is the quest with the robot, the G Warrior, which was pretty cool. I like that.
What?
G
Wait,
with the weapons.
Really? You've been doing that off stream?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
What you like to put her through? You really want to do that one on stream with her too? I think.
Oh yeah. That was actually pretty hard.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. That was unexpected. So I stopped midway so we can do it on stream later. Yeah. Because I didn't know. I just thought because The infographic that I was looking at was updated and it had more stuff in it. So I was like, what is this? And I started going through it and I was like, oh, this is like a significant storyline.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Oh, this was a boss in the last dungeon. The guy in the rock.
Oh, yeah.
And he exploded like rocks around it. You had to hide behind it.
He's the Sonny of Ziggy.
Oh! That's funny.
Hilarious.
Oh, boss time.
You guys like billiards?
Yes. Is this what this is? Alright. I guess I don't need to ready check. Yes. Alright. Oh, okay.
Shoot your ball in the pocket.
Oh.
When you get one.
Okay. How do you shoot it? Like they'll come after you? Oh. I missed.
If you don't get it in there, I think it just does. They give you a few chances to do it again and then it'll do something bad.
Oh. Alright.
And sometimes there is no hole. Or there is a hole, but it's really, really far away.
Aim it at the hole, wifey. Oh, you made it. Nice. Good job.
Did not know the pocket that we were talking about.
It's
My bad.
One of the four. It doesn't have to be specifically.
No, I had it going on the wrong thing.
Did you have it where they came from?
No. You'll see it in the VOD.
There's more coming. Oh, here we go. That one has somebody in it.
Yeah, if there's a boogeyman's in the hole over there, then you can't use it.
Oh, okay.
If the boogeyman does something in that corner, I don't know. I don't know this spot.
Uh-oh. This guy kind of looks like Slender Man. More balls. There's only 2 places to shoot them now. Stack. No, you don't have to move. I'm on you. That's always funny. I've been doing dungeons recently, and when it stacks people, I'm already on top of them, and people run away from me.
I used to know it, but when I was on a lot more, and I would get the dungeon when they first teach you to stack, it's fun to watch Sprouts like go through the motion. What's going on? What is this loud thing on my feet?
They freak out. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they're sending you to different parts of the place.
Yeah, maybe it is poop. We're flushing poop. We're not playing pool.
Oh, all right. All right. Okay. For your own safety, I ask that you keep close to me.
Ribbit.
Ribbit. All right, we're gonna go forward here. I keep going. There's a treasure chest there. We fall.
Oh, I missed it.
Wasn't the other dungeon that had, I think that was the library with Master Matoya? Like the music was kind of similar.
Yeah. Everything she touches turns into Walt Disney.
Oh, they do have faces. I thought they didn't have faces. Do you see it?
Yeah.
They have faces. I thought they were just blobs.
Cave gelatin.
Yeah. Another ribbit left. It does sound like we have fall damage.
Right.
But we don't. Oh, boss!
I love the environmental effects in this fight, I'll just say. You're gonna keep the eye on the left and right sides. They're gonna be indicators. There's a little sewer things on the sides.
Yeah. This reminds me of that movie we just watched. It was Elementals. Is that what it's called?
Oh, yes.
Oh, what's happening? I don't know.
Just a tank buster.
What's happening? I just got shot 4 ways. Oh, okay.
Just pointing at that wall.
Okay, get away
I
from
don't want to be in front of those blue things.
Got it. Get away from that. You're in front of it. You're in front of it. There you go. Oh, okay. So it puts out a line. What? What?
Come to the front over here. And get thrown up like I did.
Oh. Okay.
Am I the only one?
Yeah.
Am I alone?
No, I keep missing them. There we go. Just in time to not get any of them. Oh, it looked like a little marini.
A Meryl?
Oh yeah,
a Morel?
Yeah. Watch out where the line is.
Pointing in that wall.
Oh, you're good. Oh,
spread out.
Get away from each other.
Just a tank buster plus bird.
Oh, nice. I have an extra move now. That's nice. I can use I forgot the name of this move. Uh-oh. Dodge that side. Over here where I am. But away from me. Did you get hit by it?
No.
It was close.
It was real close. I thought you were gonna run right into it. Alright. Hurry before the water comes up. We need to fire up the kiln.
I just noticed all these books over here on the left. Like a big hill. We'll see it later.
Yeah.
You see the pathway up in the background?
Oh, yeah.
Last boss?
Yeah, I think we have to run to
After we fight in Pride Land here.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
I don't know if this is cool. It's like radioactive shit.
Oh. It's a big guy. Gonna keep going. Gonna keep going. Ah, I was farming these mounts. They didn't drop for me in Eureka.
Wrong button.
Wow, that's cool. Oh, don't stand in that.
Okay.
Man, that LB did not do much.
That's about the only use I can find for his own packs.
Molten Feedback. What a fire battle that was. And I don't mean the magma. Oh, what's happening?
Turned on the fire, the pot.
Oh.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pig. There's the pig, actually.
I didn't know there was a teleport thing. I got too, what do you call it? Enamored by the pot.
Let's get this over with.
It's just... Here we go. Instead of cooking a porky, we are making a porky.
Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Porcine porcelain. Mother porksy.
Porcine.
Is it porcine? It's, we're coming, guys. We're noobs. Coming.
There's stairs.
Yeah, they are stairs. All right, ready. What are you doing? You're just gonna tank it. Leroy!
That's me.
I thought you were just gonna run into it. I was gonna just let you do it.
I promise I was not. I'm about to lose my sprout status. I need to chill.
There's a preview where we want to be, see that hole we want to be in for safety, but she's going to push us this direction, so we want to be ahead of that.
Ahead of it. Bam.
Oh, did you make it?
Yeah.
Good job. Oh, look at that. There's something falling over there.
That point, so get away from that point.
As far as you can.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Is this the sneezing thing?
Oh, what's happening?
We don't want to be on that, and she's just going to keep breathing in the air, so keep running away while playing this game.
Okay. Alright, alright. I have plenty of experience with this. I was playing a lot of the Fallout guys things. Alright, here we go.
Tank boost.
Oh, she's hidden herself. Find her quickly or you'll be in for a world of pain. Alright. Are you attacking it? It's in the middle.
Oh.
There's a DPS check, and you weren't DPSing.
Preview where we want to get pushed. See how she's pushing in that direction. So we know how to get away from that.
Gotcha. Hey, you didn't get pushed. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, that. No. Confettier. I can finally use it.
I barely play Paladin. I don't even know what that does.
It's my series of strong single button combo. That was the first stage of it. It expanded my my rotation from 3 buttons to 6. Well, 4. Because it's a single button that changes. So.
Did she drop? You can get her as a pet, I think.
Oh,
no,
you can?
No drop.
Yeah.
Yes. Good game, y'all.
GG's.
Look at this adorable piggy. Did we hurt the piggy?
No, the piggy's just asleep.
Oh, great. Look at this cute piggy. Oh my goodness. Look at this little tail. The little tail.
It's twitching.
Yeah. Good game, y'all.
That was a cool one. It's a little less serious than the previous ones we recently did.
There we are. Quite tame.
Uh-oh. Why is that? There we go.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
Why aren't you working? Oh. I think it's because I was pressing. So tired.
See.
That should suffice.
Good. Is it energy?
That's us. Oh.
A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
That.
Called out. She just sneezed out 3 porkies.
Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the mother porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand.
She needs a Runar to carry her.
Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
In addition to the porksies, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
So where do they keep this big pig? Who summons it? It's just there. Just a big pig. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Y'shtola. They are as peas in a pod, are they not? Alright, well, we'll be back with some meta gear.
More birthday strip.
Yeah, Florida trip.
Yeah, let's go. Hey. I was gonna ask how old you are. How old are you? You don't want to say how old you are?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I am 35.
You remembered.
Only because everyone keeps saying it.